Step on out the back right here. So before we go to the top up here and I show you what's going on, I want to address some comments, okay? So I've had many comments about these coconut trees. What are my plans for them? Are they going to grow taller? Maybe I need dwarf trees. These are over many questions. This isn't one person, this is many people, okay? And I'll say again, they said, are they going to grow taller so I can see underneath them right here? That maybe I need to plant dwarf trees. That I need to trim the palms and that'll make them grow faster and taller and all. So I'm going to address all of that. First off, you're never going to have just the perfect view from every angle everywhere. When you go down to the first floor, down on the ground, that view from there is absolutely amazing. Look underneath the canopy of these coconut trees and that Talisa out at the beach and all, looking out across the ocean, the neighboring islands. Man, you can't ask for a better view. On the second floor, down below me right here, that slab there, on that veranda, that terrace there behind those solar panels, once again, you have a still very beautiful view and you're still looking under the palms here. You're looking underneath them. They're still not an issue. All you see is just the trunk of the coconut itself. And the only thing might block your view somewhere is the Talisa trees out the beach, and those are awesome trees. I'm not going to bother them. Then you come up here to the third floor. Now, up here on this third floor where I'm at, yeah, you're looking at top coconuts. I mean, you can't have a perfect view on every single floor. It adds to the dimension of what you see here because you got that good view on the first floor. You've got that good view on the second floor. And up here on the third floor, maybe you got a little privacy at that point. And you can look at the dynamics of a different view here. And looking at the tops of these coconuts and all, and looking straight over at those nice fresh coconuts. Now, what you gain from this third floor deck that you don't have on the first floor, the second floor and all, is that although you can't see them right now because the clouds are covering them, is that I can look at all that mountain range back behind me. Just so happens when I'm showing you right now, they're sitting there all inside those clouds. All in there. There's a big mountain range in there. You've seen it in past videos. I don't get that view from the first floor or the second floor, but yet I get that on the third floor, and I'll get it up here on this fourth level roof deck. So it'll be just an absolutely amazing view. So it's a trade-off from one direction to the other. Mountain view one way, down lower, beautiful ocean view. My neighbor asked me, are you going to cut down those trees? Somebody, unless he was just pulling my chain, said that, oh, I'm going to cut those trees down because they're blocking my view. I told him, what? That is absolutely absurd. I enjoy those trees tremendously. They're one of my enjoyments here. The look of them, the whole part of me being from Texas, and here I am on a beach in the Philippines, and I have coconut trees. My wife and I, we have coconut trees. And we make all kinds of things from these coconuts. We get to drink the water out of it. We render milk from it, coconut milk. The older ones get laid out and dried out and they get turned into coconut oil. We shave that down and put it in dishes and stuff with different kinds of coconut. I mean, it just goes on and on, the use we get out of that coconut. And then in the end, you can even burn the shell to it and use it for a cooking wood, which a lot of the family does. So no way would I give those coconuts up for nothing. They are one of my big pleasures here. The next thing is I would put this borderline troll. Wouldn't say it's like a positive commenter, and he says multiple times, it's gonna come back and bite me in the butt.
It's gonna bite you in the butt.
What's gonna bite you in the butt? Tell me, what's gonna bite me in the butt? A dog? Mosquito? What? What's gonna bite me in the butt? A zombie? Said, putting my plumbing pipes inside that concrete. When you get an earthquake, it's gonna snap them off. And boy, you're gonna get bit in the butt then. All I can do is laugh. Listen here. If there's an earthquake here, hits that damn strong, that it shifts my walls around so damn much, that it snaps my pipes in two, I'm gonna feel like that's a damn blessing if my house is even still standing, much less worry about a water pipe broke in a wall. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you like it is. I'm like, really? Your view is skewed, and you need to get your little tuning knob, like them old TVs, you know. Get it all adjusted. Adjust the horizontal, adjust the vertical. Because if a big earthquake hits and you're only worried that you can think about is this going to break your water pipe, man, I'm gonna think, yeah, if my house is still standing and I got some water spewing, thank you Lord Jesus. That's what I'm gonna say. Now, can I fix them in there? Yeah, I can fix them in there. It's a solid concrete. It's so supported, it's unreal. I could virtually knock out, man, you can take a drill. Man, here they can take a hammer and a concrete nail, and before you know it, blink your eyes, they done got a hole worked out. I can punch a hole right in these walls, right to where the leak is. Leak's gonna show up because it's gonna saturate the concrete, right? You can bust a hole right in this concrete almost anywhere because everything here is supporting this house. So it's got so many legs to stand on. It's like a centipede. It's got so many legs to stand on, not just a few columns. It's standing on every wall, everywhere. So I can bust a hole out, get in there, take a tool, fuse in a new piece, and mix up some concrete, splickety splat, back on the wall, back down smooth, little paint. Now, worst case scenario, it busts something so serious in so many places that I can't get in there and replace it. Let's see, what's the alternative then? I drill a hole through the wall and I run the pipe on the outside of the wall, like so many structures here are anyway. So that's no big deal, and the piping don't cost that much. So if by ever someday that big quake hits and it busts my pipe in the wall, either A, repair it. What would you normally do? What do they do in the US when a pipe busts underneath the slab? They dig underneath and they fix it. They punch a hole in the slab and they fix it, and life goes on. So I want it to be aesthetically pleasing as I can for as long as I can. And if that day that the big one hits and it stops and my walls are still here, and I've got a little crickety crack here and there, and I've got a little drippity drip here and there, I'm just gonna say, thank you, Lord. Right? Worst case is I have to drill some holes in the wall. I have to put some external pipes in. Whoop-de frickin' do. Now while I'm on a roll, let's roll on to the next one. While I'm on a roll, I have these people, this person, it's not people, I have one, keeps on saying, I don't see your vent stacks. I don't see your vent stacks. I've searched frame by frame and I don't see it. I'm like, man, really? You are so hardcore about my video of my vent stack, even though I told you in comments that yes, they are there. But you're gonna call me out like a liar and say, no, they're not. I searched your video frame by frame. Well, first of all, you need to get a life. Something is, if you're gonna search someone's video online frame by frame, That's getting in the dimensions, you know. That's that where like, don't find my address, please. Yeah, baby, did you lock the doors? Yeah, because there's somebody out there that's overload. So to address that, let me show you here. Sun's got it blown out, but you see them pipes up here on top of this column up here. This is the 3rd floor room. This is a column on a wall. This is the final destination. And that blue pipe and that orange pipe, which they're going to be trimmed and capped and all this good stuff, those are vent stacks to the sewer, to the plumbing. The blue ones for all the air conditioner draining. All the air conditioner drains everywhere. They're vented on their own, separate. And the 3-inch is a vent stack for the sewer. But that's not the only one. Over here, in this unfinished column here that's at the top of the house, it'll just be a decorative column. That is a vent stack for the sewer, for all the drains in the house. So that's 2 for the sewer, 1 for the air conditioner. Then the floor drains for the roof deck. There is a vent stack inside of that one, orange pipe. There's a vent stack inside of that one. There's a vent stack inside of that one. There's a vent stack inside of that one. And so on as you go around. Every one of them, I have a vent stack. Overkill, right? But the thing is, that gives me a place to put in snakes too, in case it ever gets clogged up. Now, snake is just a term they use for a apparatus to go inside and push in there that's flexible, that'll go on the lines, and you can push clogged debris on out and break it up and push it out. So if you don't know what a snake is, it's not like I'm gonna put an anaconda or a python in there. It's just a term, okay? So there we go. So up here, when this is finished and cut and trimmed in properly and a grate put on it and the pipe chopped off and all that, that is a roof deck drain. And just over from it is a vent stack heading down to the underground tank. What got me is that this person was so persistent about my vent stacks. And I got to thinking, man, that's okay to ask about them and I answered you. But when you wrote back and said you went frame by frame on the video and you're calling me out, yeah, okay.